Hello, I'm Noel Capon and welcome to this chapter on pricing and value. This chapter deals with the fourth P and four P's and an S. That's product, promotion, place or distribution, and now pricing. This is a pretty long chapter, so we've divided it into two parts. In the first part, we'll talk about developing pricing strategy, and in the second part, we'll talk about actually setting prices. Pricing is one of the critical marketing levers because price probably has a greater leverage on profits than perhaps any of the other elements of the marketing offer. In developing pricing strategy, the firm should consider four main pillars: customer value, costs, competition, and strategic objectives. Customer value, or rather perceived customer value, is concerned with developing, measuring, and sharing the value that's developed between the firm and its customer. Costs are what the firm incurs in order to deliver the product to the customer. Unfortunately, firms often use costs incorrectly in setting prices. We'll talk about some of these inappropriate ways, but then also talk about the various ways where costs do and should enter into the pricing decision. Competition is the third main pricing pillar, and the firm must consider how competitors will react to its price moves, and indeed how it should react to the price moves of its competitors. Finally, the firm should consider its strategic objectives. What in fact is it trying to achieve in the market at the present time? Clearly, if its goal is a market penetration, increased market share goal, it's likely to have a different view on pricing strategy than if its view is more one of making high levels of profit in the near term. In part 2 of the chapter, we take the pricing strategy framework and then use it to actually set prices for individual products. We focus on three areas. Firstly, how to price a new product. Second of all, how to manage the price of a product that's already on the market. And third of all, how to avoid price changes, how to avoid price reductions when pushed by customers. We also talk about tactical pricing and introduce the idea of the pricing toolkit and examine the contents of that toolkit. We use that toolkit idea as a way to talk about pocket pricing and the price waterfall, which is a very valuable tool to analyze the appropriateness of the firm's prices across a whole variety of products. We discuss some key issues in setting prices and talk about developing the intellectual capital within the organization so that it can make a better job of actually setting prices. Far too often, pricing is something that's left rather late in the process, and we think it's rather more important than that. We conclude the chapter by touching on some ethical and legal issues in pricing. There's a lot of material in this chapter, but it's important material. So you may want to decide not to try and attack it all in just one sitting, but read part of it and then come back to it a second time. In any event, even after you finish this course that you're in right now, we hope that the pricing material will prove to be a very solid foundation for you as you make some really critical price decisions in your marketing careers. Good luck.